Hello and welcome to the Little Ghosty Games channel. My name is JStation64 and today I will be your GM for this evening as we play Jammy Dodgers, a D&D 5e actual play. Currently a homebrew game that will then later lead into the SpellJammer adventure, spanning across the stars. I am joined as always by three mighty warriors and the characters that they play. So let's meet them now and find out how they're doing, starting off with Ghost of Sunny.
Hello, I'm Ghost of Sunny, and I play Basque. I'm a Tabaxi Ranger, and I'm softball.
Is Basque enjoying being back in town rather than out in the wilds?
He is. He has I don't say secret mission because I feel like that makes it sound too official, but he has a personal objective for today, which he is looking forward to.
Ooh, is it secret?
It's not that secret.
Okay.
You already know about it.
Ooh. We also have with us...
Just bigged it up way too much.
It's going to be huge, guys. Stay tuned for the big Basque reveal later on this stream. Speaking of big reveals, we have the little Amadan with us. Well, little Jomp with us, not little Amadan. I don't know how you might be jump sized. I don't know.
Little Amadan, I'm 2.5 feet tall in real life. Hello, everyone. I'm going to be playing Jomp, the teeniest, tiniest, red-coloured kobold sorcerer you ever did see. Jump's been spending quite a lot of time, well, almost the whole of the night when they're not making pastry. She's been spending her time polishing a treasure, polishing the start of a dragony horde that's going to rival the biggest and most meanest of dragony hordes you ever did see. She's got Tilly's wedding ring.
Yeah.
Oh, aye, and 4 golden coins.
4 golden coins, 400% bigger than the horde was at the start of this adventure.
Absolutely. Yep. Precious.
And the figure who I think had largely ushered Jomp into starting a horde, we also have with us RevTed.
Hello, I'm RevTed. I'm an enabler, and I also play Rusty the Man, who is a monk. I was going to say Tabaxi then, but I don't know why. Why was that weird? You know when words just pop in your head?
The Tabaxi monk's pretty cool, to be fair. Like, you can't go wrong with the Tabaxi.
I don't even know what a Tabaxi is.
I think it's because on some level everyone always wants to be a cat. So
yeah, true.
It's a lot harder to get a Tabaxi home than it is to get a Tabaxi out somewhere.
I did watch the Dungeons and Dragons movie again this week, so maybe that's why it was in my head.
Oh, I want to watch that again. Is it out? Is it out digitally now?
I haven't seen that yet.
It's free on Sky, so I got it. That's where we got it.
I don't have Sky. What a jip. But yeah, you should watch it. Amadan, if you get a chance, it's very, very good.
It didn't make any money though, did it?
No, it made no money, despite the fact that it was actually very good, better than it ought to have been, in my humble opinion. But hopefully, money isn't what the film studios are interested in. Let's see if that happens. Somebody cast Miracle. Anyway, speaking of miracles, our 3 intrepid adventurers have survived thus far into episode 8 of Jammy Dodgers, having returned triumphantly to Scrumby, armed with barrels of berries and sacksfuls of honey. You went and ensconced yourselves with the dear baker, Mrs. Flowerpenny, and got yourselves some jam on the go. And Rusty, you had a little tete-a-tete with your uncle. And then Yar. And then you all went off to finally meet the mysterious captain of the Moondancer, Sartell. Captain Sartell to you 3. And you were I was very pleased to see that all 3 of you were very honest and came and told Captain Sartell and Flapjack, who was very happy with the jam that you brought, about the deal that traitorous Travis had asked you to do, and even having told you, none of you were still going through. I was like, are you still going to do it anyway, even though you've told them? But no, You are all
No.
delightfully honest and delightfully wonderful characters.
At the moment.
At the moment.
For now.
In the meantime, you had been gifted some bakery gear, Jomp, I think, from Mrs. Flowerpenny, and a lucky copper from your Uncle Rusty. And you were tasked with by Captain Sartell to get to straighten out her bastilla. Well, no, it wasn't a bastilla, was it? Sorry, it was a what's the word I'm thinking? Ballista. That's the one. Yeah. I don't know why I made up a new word there. I don't know if bastilla is a word. It's what they call it elsewhere in this game.
Mm.
But yes, to straighten out her ballista, and you had already met a one of the greatest smiths in the whole of Scrumberry, and went up to entreat him to do the deed for Captain Sartell. But you were rather unceremoniously told no, in no uncertain terms, that you were to not go and do that. Oop, I've lost everybody. 1 second. I was putting you guys into here. Is that working?
Oh, pretty.
Awesome.
Not working on stream though. Why is that? It's going to be one of those days today, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, it's just, we had some technical difficulties at the start of the stream. A mysterious wine that we managed to hunt down like brave adventurers.
Unsurprisingly, it was my fault. I feel like a lot of whining is my MO.
Let's find out why that art is missing, and then we will get back on with the game. In the meantime, whilst I am faffing around with this, trying to get a picture of the fine smithy, you were... I can't see a graphic on screen, thanks, Karen. You were met by... oh, that's why. There we go. There it is. We're back. I've got 2 instances open and it got the wrong one.
Oh, I know his name.
You know his name?
Demi the Good Smith.
Gimme the Good Smith is how you get on his good books, calling it that.
The Good Smith. And also, probably I wouldn't say this to him, but I've written, because he said he didn't do boats, but his shop is called The Anchor and Iron. So I think that's false advertising. But we need to get to the bottom of that.
It is indeed, as you asked him to, if he can do the job for you. He replied in his definitive Scottish tang, "I don't do boats," and that's where we left it. So, how does the team respond?
Why don't you do boats? Are they too difficult?
He will give you a very mean, unhappy look when you say that, Jomp. Difficult? No, I can handle a boat if I'd wanted to, but as I say, I don't do boats.
Did one hit you on the head when you were little?
And he kind of very self-consciously rubs his very bald head, his very shiny head. No, I've been hit on the head by many a thing, but not a boat.
Me too.
If you're after a boat mending, go and see the docksmith. That's what they're there for.
But they're not the best.
And
You're the best. You're the good smith.
that will definitely put you very slightly back in his good books.
Only slightly.
Only very slightly. I've got a natural talent for what I do. Came here to refine my skill, and I'm still working on it, but you'll struggle to find a smithy better than me here in town. But not for the work that you want. You can go somewhere else for that. Get some second-rate work.
It's not actually a... I can only say boat in your accent. Scottish accent.
Boat.
Boat.
It's a boat.
It's a boat. Dorothy, it's not actually a seafaring vessel that we would like you to work on. It is their equipment.
I'm sure it's all boaty stuff. Go and see the docksmith. They love all the boaty stuff. Not the kind of work I do. Very boring. Bloody boats.
Is there a story here that you only do boring work? Because have you had some kind of trauma? I mean, we're quite far up the hill, aren't we? I mean, I'm guessing you haven't been run over recently by a boat, or well, you never know. There's magic and everything, I suppose. But
and he will produce one of the like a very basic whisk essentially, and it has been crafted to look like a well, not a giant squid because it's the size of a whisk, but a squid shape, and each of the tentacles extend out along and kind of mesh at the end to create like this beautiful, ornate, very simple tool, but done in the most like ridiculous design. Like this is the kind of work that I work on. It's craft, it's beauty, it's talent. Nailing a shaft to a floating tree, that's not I've got no time for it. I'll tell you what, though. I've got some pull with the docks, smithies. Tell them Demi sent you, and I don't know. Might get you some favours.
just as an aside, though, if say you took on this job and you did the work as beautifully as you've done this octa-whisk thing, then think how far and wide your skills and talents will be shown. I quite often study ballistas when they're aimed at me and think that's nice work. I wonder who did that. It could be like an advertisement for you.
And he'll raise his crooked eye at you. Are you trying to sell me on exposure, laddie?
Well, if that
I'm
work,
self-employed.
I can get anything out. Yeah, but if
exposure's not going to pay my bills.
But that's good.
I used to work with another of the smithies down there. I'm sure you can get them to do whatever boaty business it needs to be done.
Who was the smithy you used to work with?
Raff. That's R-A-F-F. I realised that in Scottish that's just a noise. Raff.
Same to you.
But Eel loves all that stuff. He wants to work on boats. That's where the money is. That's where all the trade is. I haven't got time for that. It's boring, unartistic work.
I'm gonna pull out my whisk that I've been given recently, and I'm gonna compare it to the octa-whisk. How much is the octa-whisk? Is it for sale? Look,
Aye.
I've only got a normal whisk, but I find myself to be supremely... I'm not very happy about cooking with a normal whisk if I can cook with an octa-whisk.
It's not so... probably a gold for this.
Kind of feel something deep within me. May I? And I'm going to take one of these absolutely polished to such a high degree gold coin out of my hoard.
See, are you spending a quarter of your hoard on this on this whisk?
He might knock the price down if you give him one of our bougie pots of jam, because we do have several little bougie pots of jam, and that's not. Then we wouldn't be.
Do you
we'd
like
be
jam?
maintaining the hoard.
And yeah, he'll do that. He'll do that same thing again. Like where he'll look up at you a little bit and reveal a little bit of like he's got a very straight face, very gruff, very standoffish demeanor. But when you mention jam, like his eyes, there's a little bit of light in his eyes. Don't mind a bit of jam.
I'll reach into my non-hoard. Got a little pot of the finest of jam. Made this morning.
Are you offering him a jar or one of your taster pots?
It's a taster pot. What do you
Isn't
think?
the craftsmanship that went into the little taster pot?
He's selling him on the craftsmanship.
Can Can you imagine a jam roly-poly made with the octo-whisk and this jam? With clotted cream dripping over it. I mean, that's the kind of thing I would make, you know?
I do have a
With this pot of jam and the octo-whisk.
rolling pin shaped like a
What?
bullet that might be able to make quite a fine pastry out of this jam if I'm able to.
Shaped like a bullet.
A bullet.
What's the bullet?
Big diggy mole thing that comes out of ground and it'll but they're long and they're flat, so I just made it look like that kind of thing.
Is it as amazing as octo-whisk?
It's a bit straighter. It's a bit less. I mean, I do like this whisk, to be fair. It's pretty good.
I want the whisk.
Jomp, do you want to do a persuasion check with advantage? Being supported by Basques, pushing the craftsmanship and the jam itself.
Aye. Advantage.
What have we got?
Persuasion. Nat 20.
What's that? 25. And he will consider your small jam jar. Look. Tell you what, you do seem to appreciate the quality of the work, as your friend says. I'll do you a straight trade. Craft for craft, art for art.
No. I'll hand over, but my eyes are only on the octo-whisk.
And similarly, if you look the other way, his eyes are only on the jam as he takes it from you. I've got to go now.
Those are like giant anime eyes, and the whisk is just reflected in them. Like
You just hear like the sea washing and the cry of a kraken as just, hold this whisk in your hand. I've got to
initiated.
go on an early lunch break, I think now. You hear like his stomach grumbling as he's holding this jam. Maybe you can perhaps come back later or something. But yeah, I'm taking a break, and he kind of like gets very excited about his new breakfasty treat.
What'd you say? So,
Well, we didn't really get anywhere, did we? Apart from, obviously we got the octo-whisk, but
he said, didn't he say he's got someone at the docksmiths?
rep, was it? Something like that.
It sounded like a noise to me. Rep.
It's harder to pronounce double F's in Scottish, okay?
I mean, it's gotta mean something. His name is the Goodsmith. Look at this. It's like a third of a size.
Is that now
I
your?
would
My
love the
weapon of
octo-whisk.
choice. I can beat something to death with this whisk. I was thinking of beating eggs, mind you. No humans, remember. Yet.
We're gonna get the squid spatula next, and the calamari colander.
Let's try to imagine what a calamari calendar looks like now.
Merch.
Merch. Oh, if it was engraved like squids though, like where the squids are all coiled is where the hole would be in the colander, and it'd be covered in like an etched design of squids. Anyway, it's not important. Sorry. I'm away with the Smith fairies right now.
Mid-journey, make me a calamari calendar.
So,
how far away are we from?
Right.
Was it the docks?
Yes, you are currently at the Half-Whip town, the cute little abode where nestled away for our smithy Demi, the little smith in between some cafes and some little painted houses. The docksmith is, unsurprisingly,
All right.
At the top of the
Here we
hill,
go.
they have a very long slide.
Whee!
Cool. You guys will know where the docksmith is because most of you have been hanging around at the docks for some time in your
True.
previous careers, pre-Dodger days. It is a large kind of open structure that runs along a large portion of the docks, maybe on the very far side to where the Moondancer is docked, like right in the heart of the harbour itself. You see several people working there, busying themselves away at the docks smiths. One person in particular seems to be in charge. It is a turtle who several other smiths come up and start looking at them and trying to being issued orders and asking questions, and they're busy working away.
Have any of us heard of Raph before?
You can do a history check if you want to. Anyone feel free. History or charisma, maybe. I'm always unsure with like if you know people from the past or from like social circles. Charisma, I think would be fine as well if you want to roll a charisma check.
I would be very bad at history.
We'll call it a
both of them.
charisma history check. Don't get to do this very often. If you've got proficiency in history, you can add it to your charisma roll.
No.
I'm going to go with history because I got a -1 on that. 10.
10.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with history because I have a 0, which is better than my charisma. I've lost again now.
Oh, I clicked twice. Apologies.
What have we got?
16.
16 from Basque. What else have we got?
22.
Oh, 22 from Jomp, okay.
Yeah.
And a 10 from Rusty. You guys hanging around at the docks. Rusty, maybe you weren't bothered about what happened to the boats when they were there, but
I
Jomp
think I've delivered to him, haven't I?
100% have delivered there before and delivered to like maybe batch parcels to the place, and they've always been addressed to Raph maybe. And you know that he is, or they are, sorry, a very kind of affable, straightforward chap. They don't seem to be. No one's got a bad word to say about them, basically.
Oh, I know Raph. Just to remember, because the pronunciation was right strange. But yeah, he's a really good customer of Miss Muffy's flower penny. So yeah.
Well, is he any good at fixing things?
Suppose so. One of these ballista things. Okay, I'm gonna march right up because I'm confident.
Cool.
This is easy territory for me.
You head over and you see, waiting there for, noticing as you arrive, is Raph. Raph is a turtle. They them pronouns, and they kind of like look up from their work as you approach and give you a little smile.
Hey up, Raph, how's it going?
Hello, you got some work needs doing?
How did you know? You always know when I'm approaching your smithy. It's magic, I tell you. It's magic.
Well, it's what I do here. It's not. If you didn't need work, it would be even weirder.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
three have a boat? That's impressive.
I think it's called a ship. Captain called it a ship. What's the difference between a boat and a ship?
Oh, you three are working on a ship. I heard you were looking to be Dodgers. Did you succeed?
We won that fair and square, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We were robbed, but things have worked out all right for us, I think. So.
I only heard the commotion from over this side, but it sounded like it was quite the show. So what can I do for you?
We do need a bit of help, don't we? We got something that needs fixing on the ship. What would it called? Ballista. It's like a big bow and arrow. Couldn't lift it. I tried.
No, you probably wouldn't be able to move a ballista. They are quite sizable, and you are very small.
Well, to be fair, that it did move a little bit.
Oh, really? Well, that's. You sure you want to be?
It's with the knees. With the knees, apparently, it's the method.
Might be able to get you a job if you've got that kind of strength. To Jomp, offering a potential new line of revenue.
Ooh. No, I promised I'd go and see the end of the world. You know, see what's over there, see whether it dissolves into a haze of blue or flames, or we fall off the edge of a cliff, or if it's just a great big hole of nothingness, but I want to see it.
Well, you let me know when you find out, but this ballista, is it on the list?
What list?
The ships that need working in the docks.
Oh no, this is a private matter. We've been asked to do this as a kind of a you help me kind of scratch each other's backs kind of thing. You know, it's off the books or anything like that or anything dodgy, but we've got to prove our worth, and you were our first port of call. You know, we were told you were the best, so we came straight to you.
Yes, well, I can add you to the list. It's very long, though, I'm afraid.
But what? I don't like lists. Can you not just do it now, and then you don't have to waste the ink and the space on the list?
It's a busy port. There's lots of boats that need attention. And
do you, perchance, like jam? Scrumberry jam?
I do like jam.
Oh. Well, that's a shame, because we've got some. It seems to be in limited supply around here, although... I mean, I've got this little taster pot here, and I think Basque's has got a couple of the big pots. Haven't you, Basque?
Mm-hmm. I have, I think, 3.
So, I mean, I don't know about you, but sometimes jam can be a very sticky lubricant in lists. Aiding the transition from the bottom to the top.
And Raph will kind of fold their arms and stand back and like give you a little bit of a sideways look. You're not trying to influence the Scrumby City docks now, are you, Rusty?
Well, no, not really. I just want the job done now, and I'm willing to give you something in exchange for that. It's just merely a business transaction.
If you can find something that's more valuable than my reputation, then maybe I would consider it. But my name means a lot in this town. As does wait, what's the I've forgotten the word? Integrity. That's the you know that thing.
You're talking about ethics, aren't you?
Yes, my little friend.
I've heard of them. Well, Demi said you were the best.
Oh, you've been speaking to Demi.
He was the one that sent us down here.
Ah.
Don't suppose you do goofy jobs, do you? You know, jobs that are off the books. Cash in hand kind of job. No questions
jam in
asked.
hand, even.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. The books are pretty full. I'm not short of... well, I don't mean to brag, but I'm not short of cash. One of the reasons the Iron and Anchor, we split our ways when it came to work was... this is where the money is. This is where the work is.
He said that, didn't he? I don't suppose it's something you want. Maybe we could exchange services, maybe. Is there anything that you want that we could give you? We could get for you? I don't do illegal stuff, though, do we? Do we? Do we do illegal stuff? No.
Well, no. Only if you get caught.
Oh. Only
We've
if we
never
get
followed
caught.
through on anything illegal. We have implied that we would do something illegal,
Never got all the way with it.
but we've never sealed the deal yet.
I think I'm fairly sure at least 2/3 of us have never actually hit anything, so we're quite passive.
So,
apart from that one mailbox.
That mailbox had it coming. The way it looked at us.
The 6 seasons of like pent-up tension just laid out on his mailbox. Tell you what's the name of the boat you need working on? Let me have a look here. And he kind of like slams this huge book onto the table.
The Moondancer.
Moondancer. Oh, I think I remember that name. Let me have a look. And he kind of flicks through. Yes, it's a low priority, unfortunately. It will be several weeks. Your best bet might be trying to see if you can finally convince Demi to do work on this kind of thing.
Oh.
It's not patching a hole, it's fixing a weapon, so maybe he'll be interested.
Maybe.
We did ask him.
We did. Do you think if he could somehow tart it up? Make it like this? And I'll pull out the whisk. You know, you could have like octopus tentacles and star fruit.
He will, they will look at the octopus and be like, that is Demi's work. It's a masterpiece. He does such fine work. But, yes, he thinks all this is just planing and patching holes on hulls, which, to be fair, it is mostly, but it pays the bills. And if you want to, I don't know, move to a bigger home, or you want to go skiing on the dry side, these things cost coin. And it's not the most exciting work, but it pays. But there is some creative work to be done out there, if you're able to, as you say, put the right spin on it. Any of you any good at drawing?
I'm good at spinning, if that helps. Just as an aside, do you know why Demi is misrepresenting at least half of his business sign?
We used to work together. That was when it was the iron and anchor. Now it's just the iron, I think. He needs to change the sign. I've gone for the much more practical name of the City Dogs. You don't get confused with City Dogs. But he's more sentimental than you might think.
Well, is there a backstory here? Why did you separate ways? Is it a love triangle? We're good with love triangles.
The love is still there, of course. He's my husband, but I don't think that our work lives were just too much conflict there. He wanted to make the art, I wanted to make the money, so we split our ways. But we still go home together. We still live our lives together.
Well, that sounds very sad to me. Surely, if you've both got a passion for the same thing, then why not find a way to work together?
If you can convince him, maybe, to that getting extra coin is more important than spending all of the time. It's great if you've got the time to sit around crafting little masterpieces, but, who's paying for that?
How about if it were to craft a big masterpiece? Like, could you do the construction of it, and Demi do the ornamentation of it?
Working
Something
together.
like that. Yeah, and then you could advertise it. Look what you can achieve, and maybe that will give you more customers, increase your install base.
They do say that the devil's in the detail as well, and you must know that, being a fine craftsman that you are.
I tell you what, if you're able to get Demi to agree to this, I think it's worth. I would love to work with my Demi again. If you're able to get him to agree that we will work on it together, I will move another vessel. Let me this Star Strider, that can go back a few days. That'll be fine.
We don't like the Star Strider.
We don't like the Star Strider at all.
You should have
It was
done the
horrible
damage
to
on that
us.
ship.
Yes, the list is quite extensive of the repairs they need. But I can push them back a few days if it means I get to work with Demi on something exciting like that.
But did you know that they work with cannibals on the Star Strider? They cook humans for well, they cook humans. I think that explains itself, really, doesn't it?
There are places where that humans are. You can make quite a tasty dish. It's not really the done thing around here, though. Which is
Sort of process.
Oh, back home,
What, in your home?
Yeah, you back on
That
the.
you share with Demi?
No, back in my home
Right.
country by the balsa forests.
Oh, right, because that marriage was taken on a whole different meaning then. So.
Not many humans are that way, as you might imagine.
Well, not if you keep eating them, no. Like,
It's true.
What does it taste like?
Oh, it's been some time. Have you ever had like a meat milkshake?
Taking
Is that
out
a
some
euphemism?
charcoal and some parchment, meat milkshake? Question mark. No.
You've got to try it to understand it. Don't. Yes.
Find it difficult to drink out of glasses, to be quite honest.
I've never considered that the reality of having like a lizard's maw. You couldn't actually use a.
You open your mouth and you pour it in.
Just chomp down on the glass and hope for the best.
Calm down. Yeah. Chomp.
So yeah, Demi has agreed that he will push back on some work if you're able to. Sorry, Raph has agreed that they'll push back on some work if you're able to get Demi to agree to the artistry of it.
Well, back up the hill then, I suppose.
And getting your steps in.
I think we should take some more jam. Do you think Mrs. Flowerpenny will have more jam?
Sure, she'll have more jam, but shouldn't we start paying for it, do you reckon? Start to feel a bit guilty now.
She didn't. Did she pay us for it? I think we just went and got it.
Yeah.
Technically, it's ours anyway. So. We've just loaned it to her while she processes it.
She does the labour.
I used to clean the kitchen a lot. Like, fast. Clean very hard.
You do. So, how do we convince him? You don't want to do it.
Are you still speaking with Raph, or are you guys having a little
Group hug. Raph, group hug.
What? Oh,
Team huddle.
I'll be in here if anybody needs me, and he'll come over. He's probably not that much taller than you, Jomp.
Awesome. Finally.
he'll huddle in.
No. So, Ref, I've heard that the way to a man's heart is either one of two ways, and I'm fairly sure you take care of the other way. So, what is his favourite kind of baking good? Maybe we could make a pie, or a quiche, or a pasty, or.
He's quite fond of what you call the pastry with like a flat circle, and it's got jam on top of it.
Like a
Scrumberry
tart.
tart.
No, it's more like it's about yay big, and it has it's a flat circle of pastry, and you put
Like a pizza.
a pizza, yes, but it's like it's not like the pizza we have back home. It's more it's more like a sweet.
A pie?
I don't know what it's called, but it's
A biscuit? A jammy dodger?
you can call it that if you like.
I don't know what this is, and I'm feeling a bit
Character.
embarrassed.
Is this a real thing that we're supposed to know, Jake? Because
No.
I actually can't think of any.
I'm not describing to you an abstract real bit of pastry.
Well, I reckon.
Raph got some weird references.
Request for the round thing that's like a pizza but with jam on.
Do you fancy doing some cooking at Miss Moneypenny's? We want a round sweet pastry base with some Scrumberry jam on top.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
basically,
we just
basically describing a sweet
cook one.
pizza.
Yeah, maybe we cook one and then we've got our ultimate. It's not bribery, is it? Is it bribery?
No.
No.
It's like
Can we
more,
also-
more like persuasion with the promise of goods and gain.
Yeah, we've got our ultimate gift.
One brown
No,
bag's as
I
good as
think
another.
Is romance.
Jomp, I think this could be the perfect moment for you to create something new with the Octawisc.
With the Octawisc. Let's
The
do
Octawisc.
it. Let's do it.
If you are sorting out the whatever, I don't know what an Octawisc is, but if you're sorting out whatever this pastry thing is for my Demi, if you other two, if you want to come up with the thing that will really sell him is the image, is the idea, the dream. If you can sell him on an idea of what this ballista is going to look like, with all the fancy details and all the bits that he likes, you can really sell him on that kind of thing.
Oh, so you mean you want to have a visual representation of what we ourselves are imagining at this very moment?
It doesn't have to be visual. Visuals help. Everyone likes visual aids. But it's as long as you have the vision and you can describe it to me, what it is you want it to be.
What if we did maybe like a ballista or
Interpretive
turtle?
dance?
A ballista that's also
A
interpretive
turtle.
dance? I don't understand.
And also a turtle?
Like
It's a war turtle.
like the whisk is also the squid. The ballista can be something. I don't know.
It could be and Basque will do like a little, because it's called the Moondancer, so it could be like a little dancer, and he'd do like a little pirouette-y, ballerina-y movement. And then the arrow could be a star? Or a
Shooting
moon.
star.
Yeah.
You know, with streamers coming off it, like I wanted to see the other night we were in that hollow tree trunk, but I didn't see any.
Well, the sky has been filled with shooting stars lately, so that would be quite fortuitous. Good timing for such a thing.
Alright, so you are on the imagination part, and I'll just whip up a brand new piece of food that's never been made before.
So are you doing it with your travel kit that you've got, Jomp, or are you guys heading back to Miss Flowerpenny's?
I am going to go back to Miss Flowerpenny's to ask her if I can avail myself of her facilities.
Okie dokie. And yes, she will. Of course, she's already made another 3 jars of jam. They're kind of stacking up, and she's working away on the pouring the rest of the ingredients into the second vat, basically, ready to go.
Oh, amazing! She's really fast at this, isn't she?
Well, she's got the massive vat of pots and latest equipment now that you guys picked up for her, so she's all over it. Do you want to do you've got cookery utensils, right? You can do a roll associated with that.
I have indeed. I'm going to do a stuffed crust, sweet pizza. Even the crust is going to be stuffed with Scrumberry jam, and on the top it's going to be Scrumberry jam. But I'm also going to put very thin slices of apple that I've caramelized in honey.
I thought you were going to say carried around.
So it's going to be arranged like a fan on top of the pizza on the bed. That's what I'm going to do.
Very nice. So,
I wasn't hungry, but I am now.
I don't think this is going to take too much dexterous skill. I think this is more of a creative project. So you can roll a charisma check based cookery skills if you want to.
I believe I rolled a 3.
3? Oh no!
It's 8 on there.
Yeah, but I got an 8. That's my modifier.
Oh, is it 300?
I got an 8.
Oh dear.
Something ain't working out right on this. I don't know what it is. I think I might have forgot to put sugar in pastry.
It comes out okay. You don't know what a bad one looks like because not one's ever been made before.
I'm gonna try a little
I
bit
cast,
of the
guidance.
remnants.
Ah, okay, yeah. So yeah, you can have you've got your perfect taste ability or whatever it is, right, Jomp? with your jumper chompers.
I have, yeah.
So yeah, you taste it, and what's wrong with it? Is it the jam? Is it the?
I forgot to put sugar in the pastry. I was thinking of a pastry for obviously a pie, a savoury pie, which would have lard and nothing else rather than a sweet pastry. So it's all a bit crumbly. And you know when it crumbles and it flakes off and just falls down, so you end up covered in pizza topping. That's what's happened to John. It's like,
so I'm going to say with your taste, you know enough that it's not going to be great. It is a description of what was described, but it's not the best. You guys can spend a bit more time if you want to, and a bit more jam trying to make another one.
what do you think? Do you think there's anything in this sweet? I mean, you saw what it looked like. It was rubbish.
I think you have to crack a few eggs.
To
Maybe
make
you
an
should give that
omelette.
one to me, and then maybe I could give you some feedback with some encouraging, guiding words.
Some bits all over me. What do you think? Do you think's missing? It tastes like of not much, really.
I think personally, I don't take this wrong, but you're on the fence of whether it's a sweet or a savoury product. I think you need to focus, nail down on which one that is.
You mean we need to glorify the Scrumberries more?
Oh, well, is it a sweet or is it savoury? You know, I mean, we've established canonically that only Tim Miner's pasties can be both. Otherwise, it just breaks the world. So,
Schrodinger's pasty. Oh,
so yeah,
right.
can I cast guidance?
Yes.
Or use guidance.
That'd be very nice.
Oh.
What does that look like as Rusty's guidance emanates?
His just mouth is just covered in whatever Jomp made, and it's like, and then he starts eating a bit off of the apron as well, and then he's like, oh yeah, he clicks his fingers, and then he whispers into Jomp's ear, you know, inspiring words.
As you click your finger, the pastry flakes go.
Cool. So you can make another roll. Is it a plus 1d4 for guidance, Rusty?
Maybe.
Fun fact:
Sorry,
I
I'll
once
navigate,
made
wait.
cookies for my uni mates when I was a first year uni student, and forgot to put flour in. So
Oh,
it was a
boy,
tray.
oh boy.
It was a big old tray of sugar.
Oh, crumbly.
What do we get?
21.
21. The second try. The first one had a soggy bottom. The second one certainly does not. As,
Oh, dear.
you can remove it and get it ready, and it looks not too dissimilar, but it smells an awful lot better.
Oh, you know, you were right. You inspired me. You can't be on the fence with cooking. Tim Miner's pasties the only thing you can be on the fence with. Can't afford. You got to be straightforward and honest to yourself when you're cooking.
I mean, I'm fairly sure that there's some kind of temporal rift in a Tim Miner's pasty that separates the sweet from the savoury, which is just the magic that goes into them.
Maybe I'll learn to do that in future.
Whilst Rusty was helping Jomp with the second bake-off challenge, Basque, were you doing anything to bring this concept of the Moondancer ballista to life? Preparing a PowerPoint presentation of. You too will see your stocks increase. Click. Next slide,
He'll be
please.
trying to use. He'll be using his new Sword Master ability to create the idea of shooting stars with a little swarm of fireflies.
Oh, it's very nice. Like a pyrotechnic display to. Yeah.
Exactly. Like the drones, but
much faster and More ethereal.
So,
Oh,
and then when he goes to it, he'll probably explain that, can't quite. Really, the true medium is the ballista to capture the true majesty of the shooting star. And
I like the. Go on, sorry.
No, go on.
I was gonna say I like the idea of Rusty and Jomp coming in and having bacon and like Basque's like talking through this process, like talking through the pitch, like to themselves in the front of the bakery. Is there a...
And I think what he will also be doing is looking through Mrs. Flower Penny's because I wonder if she will have done like catering in the past, where she will maybe have like fancy plates and like little goblets and like little silver serving doodads, maybe like nice little tablecloths, so that when they do present the Jomp's creation, they'll be able to display the little romantic setting. So it'll be what's the word? Like presentation is everything.
Yeah, and you can definitely find those things around Miss Flowerpenny's, and she'll be happy to let you guys use them towards your ends. So, armed with a beautiful display setup, a pitch, and a... Do you have a name for your creation, Jomp?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. I'm trying to amalgamate the words Scrumberry and pizza, but all I can think of is Scrumitza, which sounds weird.
Screetza doesn't really it doesn't say yummy, does it?
Can we call it Dimmy's Delight?
Ooh,
We can.
It's like an honorific for Dimmy.
I love it. Dimmy's Delight.
Excellent stuff. So, anything else you guys are doing at Miss Flowerpenny's before you're heading up?
Does she have any you got any cream about? I reckon this Demi's Delight would be lovely with some cream poured over it.
Oh yeah, I've got a bit of cream here.
May I?
Do a little jigger.
Sounds good.
Just give you a tiny little jug of cream.
Lovely, thank you.
That is a jigger of cream. I've not made that up.
No, you haven't.
Okay, I was like, wait, is that a fantasy thing that I've made? No.
No.
It's the pizza all over again. And we'll wish you good luck, my darlings, with that thing you've made. It smells alright, I guess. Rusty certainly enjoyed the first one.
Oh, the first one was horrible.
Well, each to their own and all that. If you want to make more and you want me to evaluate, feel free.
Good thing about Scrumberry berries is even when you've made a duff bake, Scrumberry still tastes good. So yeah, you guys are heading back up to the iron rather than the iron and anchor.
Yeah.
He did actually refer to it as the iron when you first met him rather than the iron and anchor. But it's, I mean, you guys were not to know whether that's me just screwing up, so. Which is always a difficult line to buy. Like, is it a reference? Is he just not saying the thing properly? Who knows?
I don't think that he wants to not work with Raph anymore, because I think he would have changed his sign. This is my prediction.
That's an excellent point.
So, you hear the clanging as you head back up the hill once more. Making your constitution saves as you climb to the middle of the town, having hefted it up and down and eaten some food in between as well. And then you can make your way into the iron and anchor. It still says it outside.
Is there any sign of him? Because he went to have a bit of a munch, didn't he?
Oh yeah, you hear the clanging of the hammer, and you go in, and he's back at his workbench working away.
Yeah, us again.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Thank you for the jam. It was delicious.
I'll tell Miss Flowerpenny you said it were good.
Aye, she's a good lass.
You known her a long time?
I've known her since she arrived here with her mum. She was knee-high to a gnome.
It's quite small, isn't it?
I said she shouldn't have been running about like that, but it's humans, isn't it? So, any more cookware for you lot of you?
Do you know, I've used it already and it was well good.
Oh, I'm glad. It's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing to have hanging up, but it's more beautiful when it's getting its use.
Amazing.
It was a sight to behold watching Jomp work with that. You should be proud.
I'm proud of all my pieces, not to blow my own trumpet, but I did make that trumpet, and we'll point to a trumpet on the wall.
So,
Who's going to tackle this?
Who's on the
Well,
presentation?
Basque.
I can tackle it. Yeah, okay. Mr. Dimmy, we have a very important proposition for you.
Oh.
And kind of gesture.
Okay.
to the group.
He'll sit up in his chair and pay attention. This is unusual for him.
So all of your art is very important.
Indeed.
But what truly matters is the friends that we make along the way. And when you make things with friends, it is better than working alone. So, we would like you to bring your art to the docks and collaborate with Raph, who I believe you know, to create this. And then he'll kind of throw his arms around and reveal the ballistery, shooting starry concept that he would like Dimmy to bring to life.
And when you're talking, because he'll be listening intently, and as soon as you mention going down to the docks, he'll be like, "No, wait a minute, I'm not gonna." And then when you reveal this sparkling, bug-formed, shimmering shape of a ballista, he'll go quiet, and you can see his eyes light up a bit as he sees this thing. Well, I mean that is quite the. Is that a star you've got there? I like that. I wonder if the. I don't know. I mean, I should know the word because I'm a smith. The bendy bit on a ballista. I wonder if that could be the shape of a moon.
Oh.
Perhaps. Oh, I like that. Oh no, but it's working on a boat. I don't want to work on a boat.
No.
Well, you say that, but Raph said that he would do, 90% of the work, and as I pointed out, that 10%, the last 10% of any job, is where the money is where the flourishes is where the pride and the passion goes, and this treat here that we have is an example of what happens if you come together and work as a team.
Treat, you say?
I'm gonna hold out this amazing pizza pie.
We are not asking you to work on a ship. We are asking you to dream.
Whoa.
And he'll be nodding along how did you? I've only ever described this thing in my dreams. How did you know what this thing was? And he'll be kind of poking at it is it real? It's unbelievable. And the three of you made this together.
Aye.
Well,
And you with the octo-whisk. Mm-hmm.
Well.
Hold it out. Still got flour on it.
Maybe. If you three can come together, tools of mine to make something like this, then perhaps there is a chance for me. I mean, I would like to work with Raf again. They are skilled, and they aren't half eager. But the proof, as they say, is in the pudding, and it is technically a pudding if it's what I've imagined. So I'm going to try this thing, and if it's good, I'm in. If it's foul, then I'm afraid I'll have to thank you for your time. And he'll produce a knife, the blade of which looks like it's the flame of a dragon out of a dragon's mouth, kind of like.
My.
And he'll slice into like a pizza-sized slice and hold it like a pizza, and cowabunga, and take a bite.
Wait. We got cream to go with it.
Oh, hold on, and he'll if you take the cream. This is offensive to me. He's gonna dip the end of the pizza-shaped slice of the pie into the cream.
I think that sounds really good. That's like
If you roll it, you can make like a thing for the cream.
Oh my god,
to
you can
hold
make
in.
a straw, like a little pizza straw, but for the cream.
Oh.
You can make what you like with your pieces. I'm having this. He'll take a slice of the big pizzery thing, and he'll chomp down on it and give a very like.
Oh.
Well, it's not as good as I imagined.
No.
Ugh, it's better. And his little face will light up, and I think maybe a job like this is something I might need, something I might have needed for a while. Thank you three, for starting this. I do appreciate it, and also thank you for this. This is I'm not sharing it. You can't have any of it. It's very, very nice.
No. Oh,
Maybe
maybe we
you
should. Oh, Jinx.
Maybe save some for Ruff?
Yeah. I'll save half for Raf. The half's for me, and I'll thank you for the rest. Thank you. That's your share. But yes, you can tell Raf that if they sort out a time and they get that ballista off the boat, then yeah, I'll work together on a piece as magnificent as this, and kind of point towards the spectral form of the of the thing that's still buzzing there. Then I think it's worthy of my time and worthy of us working together to make something special.
Well, it's my kind of view. It's it's the little things in life, and we really do appreciate it. Thank you.
If you,
I don't suppose you could tell him, so we don't have to walk down the hill again, do we?
Me go down to the docks.
Why don't we all go down together with the pie? We could be your guard to make sure that nothing happens to the pie.
Maybe, and like he'll take like another huge bite of it, and he's got like jam all around in his beard. And aye, let's go do that now, shall we? And he'll pick up like the whole table with all the stuff on it and like hold it as if it's like it's like a thing that he's got on his hand, and
Wow.
step on a big thing that you hear like a bunch of clanking noises and something toofs heavy in the background, and the smith's forge fire goes out. And righty, let's go down to the docks then, shall we?
Do you want to take your trumpet, or do you not need that?
Oh, it's not for blowing.
Oh, okay. What is it for then?
Well, you'll have to find out someday.
Tooting, maybe? Or...
And yeah, he'll make his way out of the Iron and Anchor, and he'll have a little look at the sign as he leaves, hanging above the door, and give a little smile.
Oh, it's so wholesome.
To the bike!
Completely out of control.
4 up with a pie.
Cool. So you guys heading back down to the docks?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Wow.
As you make your way down to the bottom of the hill and heading towards the waterfront, you notice a bit of a hubbub. There is a gathering of people gathered outside Miss Flowerpenny's bakery.
Word got out.
Is it the same people that were gathered outside the mayor's house?
It is some of them, but there's a lot more people there.
Can we see our friendly guard anywhere?
The guard is you might, I don't know how, he's probably fairly tall. Right at the front, issuing people as you get closer, issue people away from the bakery. Hob.
The guard.
Handsome Hob.
Are you guys heading on?
Yeah.
Well, there's a commotion over there. They're not after our jam, are they?
It doesn't surprise me. It's hot commodity.
Hey. Well, if you guys, I'll head on to the docks. I know you've got some business with Miss Flowerpenny. That's fine.
Can I find something to shimmy up just to get a better view, see if I can see what's going on?
Yes, you're going to do a perception check.
I can, indeed.
It's very lithe.
10.
Oh,
You
He's
can
very
Most of the
live, but he
time.
doesn't open his eyes.
You can see over the crowd clambering up onto some nearby crates, perhaps getting loaded for the thing. And you can see there is a crowd of people who are kind of all seem to be kind of craning their necks trying to look in. And Hob in front of them kind of holding the crowd back. Behind Hob is a smashed window of the bakery. And you might be able to just see inside the figure of Miss Flowerpenny pacing.
oh, I'm gonna immediately. No, I don't know yet. I've not been told.
Fireball.
Can we? I'm going to be like, out of the way, the preferential customer coming through.
As you push your way through to the front, you see Hob there, and hello you again, you three. I'm afraid I can't let you in. There's been some sort of incident here. I'm afraid. Lower his voice as he says it.
Hey, but I work here.
Oh, do you three know Miss Flowerpenny?
Aye.
Yeah, Jomp makes the things. Basque occasionally tidies up, and I hide the evidence. So, yeah.
I mean, how that a what? Sorry. Miss Flowerpenny, these three are they okay to come in? And you'll hear her like very, very stressed from inside. Quick, let them in. Whatever. Ugh. And she seems very distressed.
So are the crowd pushing to get into the shop, or are they just agitating?
They are doing an insight check. We've not done many insight checks in this game. I like a bit of insight.
I feel like this
Well.
is-
A 12.
Oh, no.
You can
Ooh,
tell
19.
19. Very nice. The crowd, Rusty, you can tell isn't trying to push forward, isn't trying to get in. Basque, you recognise them all for what they are, which is looky-loos. There has been drama on the docks, and these people are much like when you guys were doing your dodging. They are here to see what's the hubbub. And inside, you can hear the upset and angry voice of Miss Flowerpenny.
Can I hiss at them and also create seagulls to swarm them and try and drive them away from the front shop?
Yeah. Do you want to do an intimidation check with advantage?
I can try. I don't know if I'm using. I need to actually check if I'm using this Swarm Master thing in the right way. I feel
You can
like
create these things. That's yeah.
I'm not using it to actually attack anybody.
No, that's fine. It's all good. If you've
Minus
got the
one.
ability, you want to use it how you want to use it. It's all good.
Not
How'd you do?
very intimidating.
It's not Basque's bag. What do we get?
I think it was 10 was the highest.
A 10. Okie dokie. So yeah, you hiss, and a lot of them will just kind of look at you a little bit. I don't know how intimidating Basque's hiss is. Maybe even one of them will be like, "Oh." But then the seagulls come, and these are sea town folk, and they know that you don't mess around with seagulls. And as the seagulls pester them, they all kind of like disappear a bit, and Hob will look proud as if he's managed to successfully clear away the crowd. Oh, well, that was easy. And yeah, the crowd dissipates, leaving you guys with Miss Flowerpenny.
What happened here then? Someone broke window.
Broke the window. They bloody came in here and stole all my jam. All our jam.
No. Who was it? Do you know them?
Who'd you bloody think?
Peaches.
Peaches.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about Dimble.
He's back. It's my jam. His thugs came in here, smashed their way in. They couldn't use the door, but they smashed through the window. Grabbed the big pot. I saw one of them burn his hands, the fool. Grabbed all the jars I've got, and scarpered off.
Well, that's so unfortunate. How many of the assailants were there?
I saw 3 of them. I don't know if there were any more. It was so quick. I was only out the back for a minute.
Okay.
Is any of your staff here light-fingered?
And she'll look at you, Jomp, as her only staff member. Very
Jomp,
light, I suppose.
Have you got some explaining to do?
I only stole the whisk. I was going to give it back. I was going to give it back.
Don't you worry about the whisk, Jomp. But that jam, there was so much of it. I'd only just started the second batch. Let alone all the jars that I was going to manage to pour out of the first one. I was running out of jars. That was the main problem.
Did they take any of the raw fruits?
There was half a barrel left. That's gone.
How about
But-
the honey?
The bucket of honey's gone.
How about the hush? Oh, we didn't hand over the mushrooms, did we?
No, they're still in your backpack.
Yeah.
Rusty, I believe. They've been carrying around town with you.
Yeah,
Up and down the
they're
hill.
loving it. See ya.
I don't know about you, but I feel like paying Peaches a visit now. Do you remember? If you go and see the Moondancer, the captain said she had something for us to do with Peaches, didn't she? Do you remember?
I'm realising now the
Mm.
artwork is very contrary to how Mrs. Flowerpenny currently is.
Yeah.
She's like,
She's no longer serene with a slightly off-kilter eye.
She's currently like
Serial
bashing
killer
her
eyes.
hand with a rolling pin. Like,
Oh. What do you think? Should we go and see Captain and see what she wants us to do with Peaches?
If we got to, where are we meeting? Ref and Demi?
Demi. Demi's gone on to the docks and said they're going to go meet Raph. Basically, they're not standing there waiting for you guys. They've cracked on.
No, I meant, did we agree to meet them at the moon thing, or do they know to go to the moon stride?
They know it's the Moondancer.
Dancer.
From Raph's got it in their book, and I think you described it to Demi as well.
Well, I mean, we've done a lot of back to and fro in today. Maybe we could, maybe we could go back to see what she wanted. You know, if we're going to go to Peaches, We don't want to go there twice, do we? So.
No, kill two birds with one stone kind of thing. Maybe.
The Mrs. Flowerpenny paces up and down, and she's like, again, hitting her hand with this rolling pin. You'd like to kill two birds with one stone, all right, but no. We should do this the proper way.
Did they have name badges on, by any chance?
No, they had their stupid faces on. And their stupid.
Did they refer to each
suits.
other by any names?
No, they weren't here long enough to call themselves anything. Not that I heard, anyway.
Okay,
But I'm sorry.
Well, leave it with us. I think we'll sort it out. You know.
Well, I was wondering if the three of you will do me a favor. I think I should do this the proper way. We should go see the mayor.
Don't worry, you won't find any bodies. We know this
Yeah.
the proper way.
She knows this stuff needs to come to an end, and this has got to be the last straw. I know it. Will you come with me to the mayor's house, and we'll get her to shut Travis down, or kick him out of town, or something?
Trust the mayor. I mean, don't know about you, but she's let this Travis go on for so long. I mean, who's to say that Travis ain't paying her? You know, I love gold, me.
Well, I didn't think Travis had that kind of power, but thinking about it, he has gotten more and more out of control the last few weeks, and nothing's come to stop him. Maybe we could throw that at her and see if maybe she isn't in it.
In which case, I don't know. I'm quite partial to the middle of the night raid on Travis myself.
Well, if that's what you want to do, I suppose we can to
Sounds
make sure
more
that
exciting.
fella out front doesn't know about it, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's against the law, isn't it?
Is it against the law if the law are doing it? Don't they get like a staff discount on things like that?
Do you think? And she's like, literally, do you think Hobbs in on it?
Oh no.
Seems like a nice person. No.
No.
We could ask him.
I've not seen any guard folk doing that. I mean, I don't see many guard folk in general, really, I suppose. But
I think the guard are in on it.
Not that I've seen, but I don't know.
Well, there's like good guard and evil guard, like there are smiths.
Maybe. I've never met an evil smith. Met an agent smith. He wasn't very nice.
I was thinking
Still
that, but I was like,
under.
can I get that in? So what's the plan then? Because I get a little bit confused.
Should we go and see the mayor? I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? She's in Travis's pocket. She has us put in prison. We break out.
But do we
Steal
know?
the jam back.
Do we know that Travis is in her pocket?
No clue. Just guessing.
We could take Flapjack and Hob, and we will have
Almost sound
The
like
law
two biscuits,
and the
don't
muscle.
they? Flapjack and Hobnob.
Ooh.
An idea for
and Mrs. Flowerpenny.
a detective duo. Flapjack and Hobnob.
Bit off stream.
So yeah, the
Not sponsored by them.
not yet. The the plan that Miss Flowerpenny put forward was to go and complain to the mayor, which is the official channel. She seems rather reluctantly deciding is the thing to do. You guys have posited going and confronting the mayor with potential collusion, and there was also floated an idea of a midnight raid on the we'll call it the Travis compound.
What
So-
do you reckon?
I think if we see the mayor, then it's still early. We can midnight raid later.
Yeah, it's still definitely daytime. Your trip up and down the hill hasn't been all day consuming. It's probably lunchtime.
It felt like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably lunchtime-ish by the time you got back to Miss Moneypenny's.
Albany's.
Yes, god damn it, thank you. I was like, has that always alliterated? No, it hasn't. It has for about 60 years in a different franchise. Cool.
All right, let's go and see the mayor then, yeah?
And she will, for the first time, perhaps, in any of you knowing her, take off her pinny and brush down the flour off her to look a little bit more presentable.
I'd like to think that the clothing underneath hasn't been touched by the sun in so long it's actually a different shade.
It's got the
So
shape.
she looks like she's got a tan line off the apron.
Yeah, exactly. Of just like flour and work, just like it's a perfect shape of a pinny on it. Would you look at that? Well, this is about as presentable as I get. Let's go and see the mayor, shall we?
Right, so
Thank you for coming with me, you three.
we're gonna leave Hob here to guard shop because you've got a big hole in the window.
Yes, I'm sure he'll. Hob, will you come in here? And he'll pop in. Oh, sorry, I've stood on some glass. Is everything okay? Are these three aren't bothering you, are they? No, you fool. We're going off to see the mayor, see if we can sort all this mess out. Would you make sure nothing else comes in and robs the shop? Yeah, of course. Of course I'll stop them from... Well, you didn't stop the first batch, did you? Well, yeah, I'm sorry. And he'll... I'll go on guard right now, and he'll like, scurry out to the front.
Did he look genuinely sorry at that, like a puppy that's been kicked?
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
He's gonna, yeah.
I give him one of the little sample pots of jam. You're doing your best. Good lad.
A little Hob, and he'll take the jam and oh no, I can't take this. It'd be like bribery. I can't do that.
Answered one of my questions, thank you.
And yeah, he'll like.
It's not a bribe. It's just a gift for doing. Just because we like you.
You like me?
Yeah. Why wouldn't we? You're a guard, and you're guarding something important to us.
Oh well, I'll keep this forever. Thank you. And he'll hold it next to him.
Forever, mole.
Cool. So with that, are you guys heading up to La Mayor?
Yeah, Mayor Laskin it be. Yeah, Mayor Laskin.
I was about to ask, does anyone remember the mayor's name?
I do vaguely remember.
Of course, Amadan remembers the mayor's name.
Of course I do.
Cool. So you head up. It is another climb to the very top of the town this time. And you get to the mayor's abode. There's no crowd outside this time. And the rather kind of small manor house come town hall building in which the mayor resides has an assistant at the door once again. As you approach, he steps forward, speaking to Miss Flowerpenny as she kind of leads your quad towards them, your squad. She's very busy at the moment. If you don't have an appointment, I'm afraid you can't come in.
Do we have an appointment?
Who did she say this to? Sorry.
To all of you, basically, yeah.
Hey,
Miss
have you got
Flowerpenny
another
has not stopped
sample pot?
moving. We'll say so.
Oh. While I'm asking for it, if we've got another sample pot, I'll notice that she's gone. Oh no, it's all right. And carry on after
her. Miss Flowerpenny will, if you can see, maybe give a smile to the assistant at the door, and barge right past him essentially. I said, "Oh no, you can't just go in there." And he will duck to the side just in time for Miss Flowerpenny to kind of go storming on in. What are the three of you doing?
I'm following in the confusion. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry.
You can't just no.
We're gonna try to bribe you to get in, but don't need to now. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pleased to meet you.
No, this isn't right. Are you all following in then after Miss Flowerpenny's bursting through the door?
Yeah, we're the entourage.
Nice. Sidling into the mayor's home. It's very cozy, but not extravagant. On the wall, as you enter, is a large painting of the village and the surrounding rocky cliffs. And either side of it, you see flanking it are paintings of star constellations. One looking like a sailing ship, another one looking like a leaf. Down the corridor to the left, portraits of austere figures hang opposite several comfy chairs that line the wall. At the end of this office, with the doors and the paintings, is a door marked Mayor. Miss Flowerpenny looks up and down. Sorry, go on, Jomp, sorry.
She's marked her own door in her own house.
Yep.
That's weird.
It is a waiting corridor leading up to it.
Okay.
But it's still yeah.
Let me get that for you, Miss Flowerpenny. You know, I mean, I get the feeling you're probably just going to walk straight through it anyway, and I'll try and get ahead and just open the door so she doesn't walk through the door.
If anyone can, Rusty can with your deft skills, and yeah, you can manage to open the door to a rather pleasant room. The crackle of the fireplace kind of fills the air, and a flickering red glow bathes the room. Around the cozy office area, great bookcases filled with tomes and roughly shoved in papers, unusual looking scientific equipment, and old mouldy mugs kind of like line each of the walls. In the middle of it is a huge ornate desk, behind which sits a wing-back chair. And huddled over it, you see Mayor Laskin. I'll show you now.
Ooh.
Where are you, Laskin?
Here I be.
A elven lady. She pores over the papers, mumbling to herself. No, this won't do. This won't do at all. Her desk is covered in papers, burying underneath it books and cups of coffee, plates and papers and more papers. She's currently focused on one sheet and kind of parchment in her hand, and she holds and she looks frantically at the papers, trying to like line them up and then not working, and trying to work out what it means. And she barely seems to notice as the four of you storm in.
Knock, knock.
No, Simon, I'm busy.
Oh, sorry. Wait, hang on. I'm not Simon. We're here for a reason.
Oh, hello. Did we have an appointment? I'm very sorry.
No, your assistant said you don't need an appointment. Just walk straight in. So we did.
I can't get the staff these days. I'm very busy. I'm sorry.
This lady here. She needs a word. I believe you know each other.
Oh, Elsa, how are you doing? Hope everything's okay. And Miss Flowerpenny will be. I'm not okay at all. What's going on with this business with Travis and the jam? And I've had my shop broken into. And you see the mayor kind of like put her hands in her head. Like, oh no. I don't know what's going on. With all the shooting stars lately, it's so difficult to understand what she's trying to tell us. It doesn't make sense. And
does anyone else know what this crackpot's on about?
Quite coincidental, because you're not making too much sense to us either. What I want to know is, are you in league with Travis or not?
You can all do for me first, if you don't mind, a religion check.
Religion. Ooh,
17.
RevTed.
17.
Two.
A 2.
I got a 5.
And a 5. Rusty, you are the only one learned in religions, as you are, that recognizes lots of the papers that Mayor Laskin has in front of her, as well as maybe the symbols that you saw in the doorway, are symbols of, or constellations related to the god known as Tute, who is foretells the future based on the stars. And you can see on the desk, she's trying to work out.
That's Tuti. That's the god of stars and prophecies and chicken nuggets. Sorry, I don't let me interrupt you, but yeah.
Exactly, he knows. I'm trying to find out what's supposed to be happening, and it's all confusing. None of it makes sense. This stuff with Travis and your shop. The captains are complaining they can't get their cargo. The owners can't make the goods like yourself. Even the fishermen are complaining that they can't get the treats to keep them motivated. And what's this situation meant to be? Sorry, go on.
There is a shop in the dock. There is a ship in the dock that hasn't got any barnacles on it as well. Can I just put that in there? It's ruining my business.
Really? Oh no! And she'll see her add it into some long list and draw a line leading to another star chart and trying to rotate it. No, it all just gets so confusing at the moment. The way that what's the situation meant to be? Is it all part of her grand design? Are you supposed to have your shop broken into? She's never been this unclear with me before. I don't know. We've lost somebody. 1 second. We've lost Basque, and I've now appeared where Basque is. Let's go back to this one.
Wait, hang on. Have you been Basque all along?
There we go. Oh, now there's 2 of me. It's even worse. Let's go back to the other one. Oh, there's 2 of me everywhere now. And I'm stuck in this Welsh accent.
I don't know what was in that thing that we ate, but it's causing a few issues with my vision.
I'll be right back. I'll just be 1 moment. We'll be right back, folks. Thank you for joining us. Right, there we go. That's the closest we can get, right? That's got both of us in. Oh, the technical marvels. Ghost of Sunny's laptop has died, which is why there's 2 of me, which is very disconcerting to look at for me. But we're going to very quickly finish this scene and then wrap up with our technical difficulties. With apologies from Ghost of Sunny from our current situation. Just here, hello.
Hi. I still want to know what happens.
So, where we left it before our technical dilemma, this is continuing. I believe Mayor Laskin was saying that I can't make a decision until I know what Tuti's trying to tell me. I just don't know what to do.
Is she talking to all of us, or Mrs.
Yes.
Flowerpenny?
Mrs. Flowerpenny just stood there, furious.
What? What do you mean you can't make a decision? You're the mayor. Your entire job is to represent the collective decisions of everyone in this village / town / harbour.
He's got a point, It's meant to be your job to make these decisions. But I've never made these decisions without the guidance of Tuti, and now all the stars aren't making sense to me. I just don't know. I'm sure I can make a decision once I know it's the right decision.
Well, we never know what decision's the right decision. Sometimes you just got to roll with it. How long has Tuti been guiding you, may I ask?
100 years now, maybe? 2?
Well, that explains a lot.
You ever thought that maybe this Tuti is testing you to see how well you do without their guidance? And you just got to trust in your knowledge that you have. And
You're
your
right.
common sense, and maybe the advice of good people around you. That does not include Travis.
That makes perfect sense to me. I'm going to look into the stars and look onto my charts and see if that's the message that she's trying to send me, that I have to do it without her messaging. Now let's get. I'm sure I've got a chart for it here somewhere, and she'll begin
I
looking
don't-
in the charts again, trying to find information about
No,
whether or
why
not she's
don't you
supposed
look
to be.
deep within yourself, because you're going to have this relation to Tutu. You're going to have this relationship to him. Just check that. Give it a good old twang deep inside yourself, and you'll find the answer. It's never done me wrong.
Actually, yes, deep inside. That's good. Let me try that on
Inside,
page
not
15.
No. Inside yourself. Think, what would Tootie do?
And Miss Flowerpenny will be watching the mayor, just shaking her head and go, "Well, I know what I'm doing, and it's not sitting here watching you. Jomp, Rusty, Basque, come on." And she'll storm out. Oh, we lost Rusty. Sorry, lost your voice.
Have.
So
Hello,
many technical
sorry.
issues today.
My headset's got this little button on it. It's so easy to press. Stupid thing. Are we going, Jomp? Are we staying? Are we going?
Well, Mayor, I mean, it feels wrong for you to be relying on star charts to make a decision. You know, how do you get up in the morning? How do you know what clothes to put on? Do your star charts tell you?
Yes, they give me all kinds of guidance that I need. I should be able to. Wait, tomorrow's Friday. Let me check, and she'll bring out a whole of the book and put it in front of her and start flicking through it.
Have you? I mean, I know a few things about religion, being that I've been in the temple once or twice. Have you ever considered that the reason you can't find the answer is because you're asking the wrong questions?
No, it's. I know the questions that I want answered to. What am I wearing? What to do with the jam situation?
What am I wearing?
And what do I do about Travis and all that business? Is it supposed to be?
Look, you see here on page 21, sub-paragraph, section 3, the third letter from the cross, and that big word there that I can't spell. It says, it's what's inside that counts. If you can't find the answer, obviously, within 30 seconds. I'm a religious man, you know. That's... Well, what more do you need? That's a good enough excuse.
And yeah, she'll take it in, but she seems to be far too obsessed with trying to work out what the right thing to do is based on prediction and based on what the charts tell her. And trapped in decision. That's the word I was thinking of.
Gosh,
You know, John, I think this is...
I think
maybe we could break in later with our own handwritten murder Peaches symbol or something. And...
just a
That's
star
not
chart
a
with 2
bad
stars on
idea.
it. One hour to kill Travis.
Not a bad idea, though. I don't think we're going to get anything out here. I mean, you're wearing a green pinafore with some kind of grey hoodie on top. Even I can see that.
big
my
collars.
elven
I
robe.
don't like people with big collars.
My elven robe is it's part of my tradition, and the pinny, well, it's what the chart said to wear today.
But charts ain't working. Like your penny's not working for you.
No, John. That's getting a little bit personal, isn't it? It's,
Yeah, you're right. I'm very sorry. I just feel very strongly about
You know,
pennies.
well, I mean, I feel very strongly about clothes, but we have to wear them. Otherwise, you get arrested again. So it's sometimes we just got to march along to the beat of other people.
You know, I was arrested when I first came to this town because apparently I were naked. That's
Well,
a true
yeah.
story, you know. Never occurred to me to wear clothes.
Well, why would you? You know, you're not born with clothes, are you? You know?
No.
I didn't have this cape on when I'm fairly sure I didn't have this cape on when I was born. It's,
Yeah.
maybe we should go and see Miss Flowerpenny.
I think so.
I think she might. You know, we might want to go back to Hob and Miss Flowerpenny just to make sure she's not beating him to
Yeah.
death.
Thank you, Simon. I'll see myself out. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we put in a good word for you. You said you're going to get a promotion. So.
Come to the shop and buy yourself a Scrumberry tart when you've got some free time.
Yeah, treat yourself. Come on, you've worked hard. You've been completely unsuccessful in doing your job. Have a day off.
As you're leaving the mayor's abode, you see Simon looking fearful by the door, as opposite the road from you, waiting with her invisible marking of where her penny once was, is Miss Flowerpenny, with her arms crossed, staring down at Simon. Then she sees you and the three of you and gives a big smile. And as you approach, is right. Well, she might want to find out what the best course of action is, but I'm not waiting around. Come on, kids. We'll deal with Travis ourselves. And that is where we're going to leave it for this week.
Ooh. She's got some brisk to her, hasn't she?
She does. I was going to change it to a different camera setting, but this is probably the closest we can get to. Even only with half a Rusty face. Sorry, Rusty. Yay! Thank you, everybody.
The camera, but that's too much hard work.
I was going to move the setup, and I'm just going to ruin it for everything. It's going to go even worse if I try to fix this. So I'm just going to deal with it as it is for now. Thank you for joining us, everybody, this week for some more Jammy Dodges. I do apologise for the various technical difficulties we've suffered today. A whole wide variety of them across the board.
Yep.
But yes, you guys are now on a mission with to make peaches crumble. Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Cool. So, yeah, it's not the moving it, not the fixing the camera. It's the fixing it back afterwards. It'll be the issue. But in the meantime, I have been JStation64. Thank you so much for joining me as I have been running these adorable adventures through Adorable Adventures. And you can find me on Sunday morning at 9:30 AM on my channel on JStation64 on Twitch, where I'm going to be playing a Mario Sports Day. We're playing Mario Tennis and Mario Golf on the N64, because neither of the game is really worth a full stream. So let's do like half a stream each. It should be fine.
Glowing endorsement.
Yeah, I think they're fun. I just don't think no one wants to watch 6 weeks of golf, right? Apart from people who actually do watch 6 weeks of golf, I guess, in real life. I don't want to play 6 weeks of golf, is what I'm trying to say, I think. I've also been joined by, and I'm currently joined by, Ghost of Sunny.
Hi.
Ghost of Sunny is runs the Vaesen game. I don't know why, because I'm also in the game, but I do not know your pat off at all.
It is the Haunted Isle.
Yeah, the Haunted Isle. That's it. Yeah.
Actual play series.
Ghost of Sunny. Actual play series of the Vaesen RPG, which we recorded a new one of this week, which is very, very fun. You can come and find us there. They're in ghosty form. Also joined by RevTed above me and to
hello.
the side of me at the same time. I don't like this.
Why not having
Oh no, we've lost the sound again.
It's a bad day.
Oh, good lord.
I'm back. Oh. While not playing, no, I'm really confused now. Whoever I play is who I am, and I've been entertaining you, and now I need a chiropractor. So.
Thank you for bending yourself into to adjust RevTed. It's much appreciated.
Nobody puts Rusty in the corner.
And you can find RevTed's channel in the chat there over on YouTube. And last but by no means least, we have Amadan.
Hello, I have mostly been being Jomp. Join us next week. You're not made out of sugar, you won't melt.
Exactly. Truer words never spoken. From the only person who's still where they're supposed to be on the screen. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful week. We'll catch you next week for more adventures. And thank you for joining us. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.